The one who is the true light, of course, John is speaking of Jesus here, who gives light to everyone, was coming into the world. He came into the very world he created, but the world didn't recognize him. He came to his own people, and even they rejected him. But to all who believed him and accepted him, he gave the right to become children of God. Now, they're reborn. So it's not a physical birth resulting from human passion or plan, a birth that comes from God, a spiritual rebirth. So the Word, again, reference to Jesus Christ here, became human, made his home among us. He was full of unfailing love and faithfulness, and we have seen his glory, the glory of the Father's one and only Son. The 4 miracles of Christmas. Here's number 1. God came to earth. God came to earth in the form of his Son, Jesus Christ. Jesus is God. In fact, Jesus claimed this himself. And we know he proved it by dying on the cross, and 3 days later, even death couldn't hold him down. He rose from the dead. Christ is the visible image of the invisible God. He existed before anything was created and is supreme over all creation, for through him God created everything in the heavenly realms and on earth. Did you know that Jesus never claimed to be a good teacher, nor did he ever claim to be a good man, although he was both, but he claimed to be God. Jesus says, the Father and I are one. So the first miracle of Christmas is that God himself actually stepped out of heaven, and through his Son Jesus, he came down to earth. Here's the second miracle of Christmas. God became a man. Jesus became like one of us. Though he was God, Paul says, he did not think of equality with God as something to cling to. Instead, Jesus gave up his divine privilege. He took the humble position of a slave, and he was born a human being. Of all the ways that God could have come into this world, he chose to come into this world the same way that you and I came into this world, as a baby, to save you, not to scare you, so that he could relate to you and you could relate to him. Jesus came to earth to enable us to know God. Here's the third thing. God came to common people. He came for all men. Jesus came to us because, guys, we can't ever get to God on our own. God is perfect and we're not. God came for my benefit. Jesus said, I came to give you life in all of its fullness. He didn't come to judge us. He came to save you. God says heaven is perfect, and all of us, all of my creations, we've sinned, we've blown it, we're imperfect. God says, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to come to earth in the form of a human being, and my name will be Jesus. Through Jesus Christ, we can get into heaven. By faith, you're going to trust in Jesus Christ, and this is true for everyone who believes. You can find salvation. You can be made right with God through Jesus Christ.